Before we start the show today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the algorithm. It's not really doing so well. Um she's not getting enough likes. Give her a good thumb blast. And be good to the girl. Throw in a few comments. I mean, she's pretty on the inside. It's messed up that you guys act like this. God, somebody's gonna love her one day, and you're gonna be jealous that you lost her.
He told me I had to delete my video or I would die. I'm the guy who made the Pegasus Museum video yesterday, and I'm also the guy that removed the Pegasus Museum video yesterday. And my mom would die, my girlfriend would die, my son would die. Right here, we've been working on trying to find the kill room and where it is. And we're 99% sure we know exactly where it is. Hey guys, right here is the actual purchase of the building where the kill room is located, and he's wearing a Comet ping pong sweater, and we believe this is in what is called the kill room. And you're going to notice the same exact thing, the cinder block on top, the red, the black, and the split. And we're going to put these side by side and let you look at it for yourself. So guys, there you have it. We found the kill room. This is very exciting right now. But we have a lot more stuff we're going to be looking into. So Castellum Achilles LLC. It was formed by James Alefantis, Northwest. This is actually in Washington, D.C. in the Columbia Heights neighborhood. So guys, this is the work permits to build this kill room. So guys, this is an aerial map of Pegasus. We're going to take a Google Earth view of it. This is another street view. So Pegasus is right around here. It's right behind this row of buildings. Right here. So it's completely blocked by this entire row of buildings. You cannot see it. But guys, I want to bring your attention to right here. Guys, this is the street view from the alley of the back of Pegasus. This is another street view. So guys, I want y'all to look at this door. When we go to the next one, you can see this door. When we zoom in, kids, and it looks like an arrow is pointing underground. There's no windows on the first floor level. Again, no windows. And it talks about the kill room here, the back view of Pegasus, and then they drew out this this diagram showing you where everything's at based on this photo. So right here they had the door, which is right here. And then the photo is showing these trenches right here. So this building lines up exactly with what this is. But guys, this is huge. So really dig into this. Give me everything you can find before they delete everything. They've already started deleting certain things. I had to delete my video or I would die. And my mom would die, my girlfriend would die, my son would die. And then he would sue me.
Did you know grown men on other channels have a thing about not saying anything negative about the Clintons for a reason? Have you ever looked on a dark web and looked up pizza fence-ish? And then that's the room where they unalive people. And then people have faces that are doubling and taking off for Halloween mask, let's say.
Firmament that was getting lower to the ground as you went south beyond the Antarctic shoreline, planes would have to fly lower. That is something that would just make sense on the biblical Earth model. And when you look into what actually happens in Antarctica, you find out that, wait a minute, planes do actually fly lower. How much lower? Well, a lot lower. When you look at their elevation, it's around 11,000 feet in the Antarctic region. When you go to the Arctic, it should be exactly the same because they say we live on a globe and the south and the north are exactly the same. However, they're flying at 29,000 feet, far higher because they don't have to worry about a barrier. And it's not some barrier we're making up. There is footage of this barrier. We've shared it before. There are declassified documents that speak of it. The Encyclopedia Britannica talks about a dome-like structure being around 13,000 feet beyond the 80th south parallel. I used to think there could be another explanation for that. However, there might be some truth to those numbers given that they're flying that low in Antarctica. What do you guys think? Let us know. I think this is fascinating.
If you look up old encyclopedias, it even tells you where you can find the firmament at, how thick it is, how low the planes have to fly. I forget what year it is, but you can look it up and it'll break it all down to you. It's almost like it's completely real, and they put it in the Encyclopedia Britannica because it's a fact.
I told y'all that Donald Trump said that these holidays are hurting our economy. I mean, did y'all see that Dollar Tree is putting glass doors on their shelves now? But nonetheless, right? Donald Trump said he was canceling the holidays, and now Mariah Carey, who is known for Christmas, for the holidays with the songs and everything like that, her commercial literally just told y'all that Christmas is canceled, literally telling you guys.
Halloween sleep, but now it's spooky. Who's the thief?
Busted! Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Santa's helper quit. I'm planning all this so I can afford elf therapy.
That's my blush, elf boy.
Your lipstick? I'm taking it. Christmas is canceled. No bells, no cheer, no glam. Bye, sweetie.
You can't cancel Christmas.
Any last words?
Did y'all hear that? Y'all, it's so bad out there that the elves can't afford to feed themselves, so they gotta sell things off too. See, a lot of y'all think this is joking, but Mariah is known as the voice of Christmas. When the elves took her lipstick away, her lipsticks to our ears, right? Her song, her music, which what we know Mariah to be famous for. She's literally telling y'all to signal that this stuff is really over, y'all. Like we're literally in a new timeline. Things have shifted, y'all. So if Christmas is canceled, then what's getting ready to replace it? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
As a grown man, Christmas was never for me anyway, and to any father out there that might be listening, you know it's for your children. You know what you got to do for your children. So I'm not telling you to commit any crimes or do anything outrageous, but take care of your kids. And if anything, just be there for them. That's really what they want.
Hey, let's stop it right there. Did you guys see what just happened right there? Let me play it back for you. Watch right here, right in the live feed. Bam. Did you guys see that? Let's look at it again in slow motion. Check this out. Okay, did you guys notice where the green screen came on? Check this out right here. Look at the background behind the car. I'm going to show you where he actually truly is. He's not in space. Let me show you where he truly is. Check this out. Okay, now here the car is at the Space Center just before launch, supposedly. Now, see this thing surrounding it? This is your green screen, your simulator. That's all it is. See this background right here? Does that look familiar? Look at it again. As you can see, the background is identical. He's not in space, people. It's all just a bunch of fakery to deceive you. Now, check this out right here. See how he's just turning in one spot? He's just turning. Well, that's a green screen around him. He's just in one spot turning. And it even showed you, I even showed you in the footage before, he's on this little platform. It's got a little track on it and just sits there and makes that car turn. As you can see right here, see that little track down at the bottom of this thing that it's sitting on? Yeah, that's all that thing does is sit there and rotates. You've been fooled, people. It's a lie. It's a hoax. Now, the last thing I want to show you is right when they turn the green screen on, you'll see the flash of light, kind of like when you flick the switch on the wall, the light when it first comes on. Check this out, boom. Now it rests at its original setting. See how it rests on the car? Let me rewind that real quick. And we'll watch it in slow motion. See the flash of the light coming on? And now watch it ease down the car and rest in its original setting. It's just like a flash on a camera. When you first flash it, it's real bright because it's just coming on. It's just being turned on. There it is again. You guys can see. It's fakery. They're deceiving you. They're lying to you. It's a bunch of fake bull crap. It's a green screen, people. Now notice right here before the light comes into focus how the earth is so bright and lit you can't even tell what it is. And then as it comes into focus, now one more time, watch as the earth is so lit up you can't even hardly see it until the camera comes into focus, and then you can see it. I can show you how that is a green screen background. Simple. Check it out right here. Now you see how the camera focuses on my finger and the TV screen in the background is real bright. You can't make it out. You can't see what it is. Well, green screen works the same way. When the light hits it, it's just bright, just as you see here. But now watch what happens when I move my finger. Bam, the earth comes right into view, just as you've seen in the Elon Musk video.
That comes from the channel Flat Out Truth from Terry R. Eicher. Very smart guy. Besides the great voice, he does a lot of good work, and he doesn't even just go into that kind of stuff. But if you're interested in JFK, different things like that, you should check out the channel. Not everyone has all the answers, and some of it's pretty far out there, especially if you barely started with this kind of stuff. But if you get a little bit of truth here and a little bit of truth there, eventually you can start putting some stuff together for yourself, and only for yourself, because you're the only one that's going to know what's really going on. Don't listen to anybody's weird self, no matter who they are, incredibly handsome, looking right at you, telling you that you should subscribe and like and start having conversations with me in the comment section.
When I would say something's really good is always being conscientious of what you eat. So I limit high fructose corn syrup, like processed sugars. I don't do any of that garbage. I don't do caffeine. Bro, think about the most basic common things that everybody has. Eating, sleeping, exercising, the most basic element. When was the last time, bro, that you were like, I feel hungry, I'm not gonna eat?
I can move.
What if what you're experiencing isn't actual hunger? What if what you're experiencing is addiction?
Holy shit. You're right. Wait. But like my lifestyle, like I'm always like out and about. I'm never really home to cook. So like,
have to be home cooking, bro. It's about being aware. Like maybe when you feel like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's or I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. Maybe it's not that you're hungry. Maybe your body's craving the poison. What if the food is designed specifically to make you an addict? Gatorade, right? We talk about electrolytes and it boosts you up. Do you know that when they're putting it into the actual plastic bottles, it's boiling hot? And what is boiling plastic, right? Boiling hot water or liquid in plastic, dude. It dissolves the plastic into microplastic. Into the drink.
So you're drinking plastic?
Microplastics, dude.
And there's petroleum-based ingredients in it as well, a lot of stuff.
Alright, you guys are telling all this information, but guess what? You're gonna die anyway. So what?
But here's the thing: is how do you want to live?
Yeah.
It's not how do you want to die; it's how do you want to live. Like, do you want to wake up brain fog, like an accident, fucked up, or do you want to wake up in a scenario where you feel empowered to take over, to conquer? Multiple scenarios. One, your body only has X amount of energy, right, that it can expend. So the question is it going to expend the energy on repairing your body, or expend the energy on digesting the food? Can't do both.
Spartans would always tell their troops, don't eat to excess, and every now and then starve yourself. Besides that, a really good fasting technique, cut yourself off, let's say 5 o'clock at night, and then wait till the next day around 12. That's way over 12 hours, and I mean, that's pretty good right there. If you can keep starting to do stuff like that, practicing, your body will kill off some bad cells and regenerate, and you'll be thankful for it in the morning, noon, night, whenever your mind stops being so cloudy. You wonder why you're always tired and stuff.
Hi guys, welcome to Cronulla Freemason Lodge number 312. This is an extremely important video, as a lot of you guys may know that TikTok and Freemasons do not mix. There is something that they do not want us showing everyone on this platform. It is extremely hard for content like this to stay up. Did you know that this Freemason Lodge actually has a hidden underground tunnel? Here is the entryway here. You guys may not have known this, but every Freemason Lodge has one of these. All the tunnels are connected to one central hub, which goes even deeper underground. Please stay tuned as I expose all their secrets. Thank you for watching, guys.
I didn't know the Freemasons were gangbanging on TikTok like that. They had beef, huh? How far back does it go? It was over a girl, huh? It's always over a girl. And besides that, you really trying to tell me that every lodge is connected and they're all connected to one main lodge? So all I gotta do to figure all their secrets out is just break into any lodge that's unprotected. Smart.
This right here tripped me out. There are owners of private prisons that are suing the states that they are contracted to put people in prison in right now in this country. Let me say that again now. There are owners of private prisons that have been contracted by the states to put their prison in that state and put people in prison that are suing those states because they promised them a certain amount of occupancy. And since they've changed some of their laws to be more lenient on locking people up, which has reduced the population in the prison, and now they're suing them for that makeup because they promised them more people than they got. This is how much of a business putting people in jail is. That because they operating at 50% and y'all promised me 75, 80%, I can sue y'all now because y'all ain't locking up enough people. Yeah, because y'all reduced and changed some of y'all laws, so y'all not locking people up for simple shit no more, like y'all was. Now, our jails ain't as full, we not making as much money. So either y'all gonna have to pay me the money that y'all, the difference, or y'all gotta lock some more people up. And the states can't afford to pay them out of the pocket straight, so now they in court going back and forth right now over this. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is how much of a commodity and how much of a business it is to lock people up in America. Because, you know, back in the day, when they was getting 100 a day, it's probably more than that now, 200 a day or whatever for each prisoner. But yeah, you know, you promised me when I set this prison up, I was going to be at 80%, 75, 80% occupancy. And now I've been operating at 50%. I'm losing money. Now y'all got to do something. Something got to change. Y'all got to lock some of these cats up or y'all going to have to pay me. So, like, that's crazy. Like, how is putting people in the jail just become a business? I thought jail was supposed to be a deterrent for people not to do crime. So if everybody just stopped doing crime, then what's supposed to happen then? Now, that's going to be a problem, huh? Really? Crazy. This is insane. Insane, yeah. Like, when I read that, I couldn't believe it. Like, how you suing people because they ain't bringing up people to your jail? Yeah, it's a large number. Yeah. The jail's supposed to stay 80% full. Yeah. Keep them in here, lock them up. Yeah. That's how you can make their money. That's the revenue, baby. The number's at the top. I got to reach this number. So I need this amount of capacity to reach that number. 50 won't do it. I got too many empty cells in here, baby. I need beds got to be filled, baby. I got beds that need to be filled, baby. Come on, dog. Hey, like the hotel, just exactly like a hotel. What are you talking about? The same model. Come on now. And then, like I said, they're in court right now trying to get that paper.
Imagine society in general is just doing good. Everybody's loving, happy, helpful. Anything you want, we run to just help each other out because we are there for each other now because we evolved past all this bullshit. And then they come through and be like, yeah, we got to start locking people up. So you jaywalk and you get like 5 years. Yeah, that's sounds like society to me.
Products here, including pizza, tortillas, bagels, pastry. The list goes on and on. It's wild what we're eating. In 2011, several major amino acid suppliers confirmed to the Vegetarian Resource Group blog that Chinese L-cysteine manufacturers most commonly use duck feathers and human hair to produce this amino acid. Hog hair is only used when there's a human hair shortage. That's probably because human hair is the most efficient and effective compared to things like duck feathers and hog hair. This article from Nutrimill mentions that some people might be uncomfortable with the idea of using human hair byproduct in their food, while others are concerned about the hygiene and safety of using hair that may have come from unsanitary conditions and sources.
Using hair in general. Hair!
Not to worry, though, because it is worth noting that the use of L-cysteine derived from human hair is regulated by food safety authorities and is considered safe for consumption. In fact, the WHO, the World Health Organization, has stated that the use of L-cysteine is acceptable. And what are some of the benefits of using human hair, you might ask? Well, it can help reduce the amount of time needed for dough to rise, which can be especially helpful for commercial bread production. You don't say. Oh, and it also improves the texture and appearance of bread. helping it create a softer and fluffier texture and give the bread a more uniform shape and color. You know, things more important than nutrients, hygiene, and ethics. Oh, let's not forget that it can help prolong shelf life, and it can be made with cow horn. So vegans, you may want to double check what you think is vegan in bread. You can avoid L-cysteine by buying bread from a local baker or make your own, because it's not necessarily an additive in flour per se. And you definitely want to steer clear of places that are fast food in nature. You know, like McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Burger King, because they all use L-cysteine as an additive. And I'm sure that's not a full and complete list. Be sure to follow me for more fun information and more ways to ruin your diet.
How can bread, have everything except for ingredients to bread in it? I mean, she listed everything from everywhere too. It was all over the world. And the one thing she didn't say was ingredients that are in bread. That is, yeah, we're off to a fantastic start in this.
Really? Like, this is insane.
Don't be this neighbor.
Music blaring, shouting.
What are you doing? Some type of devil worshiper or something.
At the very least, they say, he's a neighbor from hell.
Like, really?
Shannon Arnold has been living with her husband and 3 small children in an apartment building in Baldwin Village for several years. They love the area, but recently, Home Sweet Home has turned into a bitter, unbearable existence.
He threw, like, later on?
Arnold explains a man who lives in the same complex, in a building next to hers with his windows facing hers across an alley, has become increasingly loud and violent. She says she started recording his wild behavior on her cell phone, and that the rampage included tossing a large glass candle holder and wine bottle through her children's bedroom window, hurling a tripod at her windows, a bicycle wheel, all kinds of heavy objects that went sailing at or through neighbors' apartment windows.
Bruh.
And you're shocked that the authorities say
Violence is a horrible thing, and I'm not telling anyone to ever commit it, do it, be a part of it, but always have that Second Amendment around just in case. I mean, you don't look for it, but you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Ooh.
Yeah, Metro Fire, Life Force 38. I need you to dispatch the 5 closest fire resources and 5 paramedic rescues. We've had an explosion. Yeah, Metro Fire, Life Force 38. We've had an explosion of a CNG truck. We've got multiple firefighters down. Metro from engine 112. We're 2 blocks away from that explosion. Can you still for me with the Rescue 38? Attach me to that. Hey, we got a firefighter down. Are conscious and breathing right now. They're both conscious and breathing. Yeah, Andy, are we far enough away from the IDL lanes? Because that thing's still off gassing. Are we good on that distance? No, we'll get everybody back a little bit further. That might be good if we don't extinguish that fire. Let that burn off.
Did you guys see that lady in New York who was trying to dress up like a man and take the written test for people who paid her a few grand or whatever, allegedly, I don't know. None of it, well, except for one, got through because they still have to take the physical test. Like, what was she thinking? And a lot of, they're pulling people over, especially in New York, and their names on their driver's license is name not given. What are we doing to our country? Why are we allowing this? Did you see that truck driver who plowed through 3 cars? I guess he fell asleep or something, but I mean, my father was a truck driver for the USPS union. And yeah, I mean, I could imagine if he was still alive watching this stuff right now. How would you allow these? These are dangerous weapons. Why are you allowing this? This is a shame. Regardless of where you're from, illegal, straight, gay, none of that matters. It's safety for us, our children, and everyone. Just people, period. Americans. America first, right? Well, let's take care of America first then. Guaranteed he got a date, and he's like, I told her I was super buff. I could get like incredibly buff in like 20 minutes, right? And then that's what he started working on. I guarantee that's what happened, guaranteed. And now he can't walk right, and he's not a female, so he can't explain that. Well, I mean, he could, but it's not gonna sound the same, especially on a first date. Or maybe she's into it. Then you gotta keep her. Could you make out the hieroglyphs that were up there? I've seen them before in another video when they slowed them down, but to me, two alligators in a rock just look like two alligators in a rock. But I mean, would you go up there? It'd be fun, right? I heard a long time ago in the 30s or whatever, they used to just let people climb up there and take photos like it was no big deal. Except there was people up there fighting and leaving trash at the top because we're people and we're idiots and we ruin it for everybody else. I remember watching this documentary on that. It was like a six-part series that got really, really strange at the end. But I remember I was on a bunch of illicit stuff at the time, so it looked amazing to me. The way the guy was like chainsawing them down, and I think they were like flying in tornadoes or something. I don't really remember. All I remember was laughing and laughing and laughing. You should check it out. I think it's online somewhere.
Oh my God, the whole ocean's on the street. This is Jamaica right now. The water came all the way up to the hotel. Look at this, that's a shark. Oh no, there's another one over there. I can't believe it. The sea's just pouring in. Everything's under, the pool's gone.
Mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. You can see your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up, telling you to take a brain break. Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present. You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
What do you think? Is it a future you're ready for?
No.
You may be surprised to learn that it's a future that has already arrived. Everything in that video that you just saw is based on technology that is already here today. Artificial intelligence has enabled advances in decoding brain activity in ways that we never before thought possible. After all, what you think, what you feel, it's all just data. Data that in large patterns can be decoded using artificial intelligence.
If I get fired because I'm dreaming of that ass when she walks by me and she's looking banging, like, even whatever girl I'm dating has to understand I'm not dead and I'm not gonna be disrespectful and like put my face up on it, but I'm still gonna look. Like, if you don't want me to look, don't show it then. That's your problem for showing it. I'm tired of you girls doing this all the time. Like, don't show it to me. You think I'm mad at you. I'm offended. I'm pissed off that you did it to me. I'm doing this and then having to look and be like, oh my God, oh my God. And then I gotta tell my girl, you see how ugly and gross she is? Oh, she's so damn nasty. And she's petty enough to be like, yeah, that's gross. Ugh, what a hoe. And then that's how I carry the conversation and actually check it out. You guys should do that too.
Not everybody in the White House is authorized to know about that transportation. Sometimes the president is because he doesn't have high enough clearance. And the way clearances work is top secret is the lowest clearance. And then above that, there's 38 levels. There's 28 levels of top secret crypto, and then 10 names above that, which is ultra all the way to majestic, which is the top clearance. So the president of the United States, you know, he doesn't have very high clearance. He doesn't need to know. He's only in office for a maximum of 8 years.
Right.
And it takes clearances. So he might have top secret crypto 17, which would allow him to know some stuff. But when you get a clearance of, say, top secret crypto 17, you don't get to know everything in that level. All you get to know is what you work on.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of my situation. I had a different code. It was just A22.
Yeah.
We're working on the devices and also working on the beings, and also not knowing where I'm going, but we're escorting you to this place, you know, through this maglev. And within 30 minutes, I don't know where I was. They wouldn't tell me, you know, because I'm not there to know. I'm just there to be escorted to look at this craft,
right.
And that's it, you know. And it was kept very compartmentalized. And it wasn't until later on, getting out of the military and kept doing some contract work, where I actually started getting more clearances, and it was actually faster that I wasn't active duty at the time. So, John, what is I mean, you had Q clearance. Can you explain, like, what level that is on the totem pole?
Q clearance is a clearance they give civilians, and it's equal to military top secret clearance. Mm-hmm. Top secret is the lowest clearance you can get, and the Q clearance is equivalent to that. Mm-hmm. And that's what everybody has to have if they even sweep the floors up at Groom Lake.
Right.
Above Q, I don't know what they call it. Above top secret is the top secret crypto to 28, and then 10 names above that.
Right. And do you know any of these of some of the higher echelon crypto guys?
Bob Lazar is the only one that I know that had Majestic, and they were trying to get his clearance elevated as quickly as possible. He was only up there for 4 months, and when he would be taken into this room to read these briefings, you know, there was 150 of them with a blue front, and they were just piled there, and he could read anyone he wanted, and it was covered all the aspects of the.
I'm so dumb. I thought it goes top secret, like super top secret, like super duper top secret, super uber duper. Like they just rhymed words like super uber duper, quadruper, la looper, secret times 7. And that was as high as it went. That's right? That's how it goes?
Yes, that's one of the rockets. Is that for
Nothing.
I don't know what that is. What is that? Well, if that's a rocket, it's going to explode, and we're going to hear the explosion here in a minute. Oh, no, it's still going. Right?
I must have the most severe case of pareidolia ever, because all I ever see is faces. But you can't tell me that didn't look like 2 very glaring, staring eyes. I'm creeped out now.
Any story but I can remember in school, witches were bad.
Yeah, that's what they teach you, so you don't tap into your power. Why would I tell you that I'm doing a spell on you? I'm going to tell you that spells are bad, so that I can do it on you. That's how I feel like society manipulates people, because it's been sensationalized. Like, oh, witchcraft is bad, witchcraft is this, but they're doing witchcraft on you. So yeah, we're all under a spell.
Explain that. Who is who?
The government.
The government's doing witchcraft on people.
Yeah, our money has sigils on it. If you look at the dollar, first of all, it's a dead president on it. It's an ancestor. off the rip, right? So when you look at the different pyramids and certain like lines and how they print their money, it's all a spell. It's all a ritual, right? So every time you touch money, even psychologically, when you're thinking about money, it is all outlined to you. Subliminal, everything. Everything you watch is subliminal when you think about it. Your music is subliminal, you know, the 808s, all the beats, everything. They are 100% controlling us. Yes. So if you know that you're being controlled, now you can't be controlled anymore. But if you don't know, they can continue to control.
So according to her, old photos, statues, if I'm praying to somebody, all of that is negative. And on top of that, because you're committing the crime against me, I should be a part of your crime to make sure you don't do the crime against me, because how dare you? I always thought that I was the victim if you did something to me and I had nothing to do with it. It's almost if like giving permission or allowing them to do it or somebody's full of shit. Yeah, she's full of shit.
Magic Johnson. Because even in your book, you talk about a famous basketball player that Sabi Hill, and he was supposed to tell everybody about him, and he never did. So do you know for certain, did Sabi Hill Magic Johnson? Or did Gregory said Magic never had HIV. He said Magic was point shaving, and the whole HIV thing came out for him to, get out of basketball for a while. So did he actually have it from what you know, and did Sabi help him if he did in fact have it?
According to what doctor said, because I remember I'm traveling with this man, and that's like my bullet I had in the chamber. I gotta ask him, but I never found the right time to ask him until we was in Usha, and I was like, Sabi, you ever met Magic Johnson? Were you the one who healed him of HIV? And his whole face changed. I'm like, oh shit. I'm about to get thrown out of Usha. He didn't say nothing for about maybe 2 minutes. And when you said when you don't know what this person is thinking, 2 minutes seem like a month. So he's like, he ain't saying shit. And I'm like, I'm messed up. All right, so I started looking around. Like, the last time I'm going to see this, because I knew I was getting thrown out. So then he was like, his people reached out to me. I said, oh shit, he talking. And he's telling me, and I'm like, damn, my camera was, this one of the things I regret not recording, because I didn't want to cut his. He was like, his people reached out to me. I told them he need to come to me. And he didn't want to come to me. He set up a hotel. And made me go to the hotel, and I talked to him. And speaking with Mama Pill, Mama Pill's the only person who told me. Like when I was telling her, she was listening, and she was like, "That's 100% correct. Sebi trusts you that much to tell you that." He said, "I didn't think he told anybody that." He said magic people, set up a hotel. Sebi went to meet him there, and they talked. He told him what he needed to do, and it took him, I think it was like 4 to 6 months for him to get that. And Magic promised him that he was going to tell the world about him. That's why Dr. Sebi called him an Oreo. He was white on the inside and just black on the outside. And he was upset because he thought that was going to be his introduction to the world.
Damn. But Magic did have that package.
According to what Dr. Sebi, and you got to think about it, they paying Magic for the HIV cocktail. He's getting millions of dollars every year just to be the brand ambassador for that.
Ooh, that's some heavy shit. God damn.
More and more, I believe less and less. Like, how did Eazy-E's wife, who was pregnant, not get it at the same time when he had it? And then, I mean, not only Magic, but his wife, his kids, none of them show it at all. If you test their blood, they don't even have it now. All of it just seems weird. South Park said it was just an injection of money, which really honestly seems like that's what happened. They paid $1 million per person, and next thing you know, we found a cure for you. Now, I'm not saying that this doctor didn't come out with some great things, and he maybe even did it. I would honestly, if I were you, I would check into him and look into that stuff because he does have some interesting stories behind his name. And maybe he'll cure something for you. If you can cure a stubbed toe, let me know because, ugh, I hate that.
Quote, voice of God weapon has already been created. The LRAD system, which is used to cast strong signals and crowd dispersion, can also be used to send messages long distances. I'll play a video of the CEO Woody Norris describing the voice of God weapon and what it can do when it first came out.
So again, this idea of being able to put sound anywhere you want to is really starting to catch on. It also works for transmitting and communicating data. It also works 5 times better underwater. We've got the military had just deployed some of these into Iraq where you can put fake troop movements a quarter of a mile away on a hillside. Or you can whisper in the ear of a supposed terrorist some biblical verse. I'm serious. And they have these infrared devices that can look at their countenance and see a fraction of a degree Kelvin in temperature shift from 100 yards away when they play this thing. And so another way of hopefully determining who's friendly and who isn't. We make a version of this which puts out 155 decibels. Pain is 120. So it allows you to go nearly a mile away and communicate with people, and there can be a public beach just off to the side and they don't even know it's turned on. We sell those to the military presently for about $70,000.
I can affect individuals' brain functions in a variety of different ways, both positively and negatively, by engaging or disengaging nodes and networks of the brain that therefore affect their cognitions, emotions, and ultimately their behaviors. Something my colleague Jamie Canton likes to play with an awful lot is the idea of specialized neural operations. And here, once again, we're talking about the use of either drugs and or devices to modify the integrity of brain function that we realize can also modify individuals' perception of time and space. I infiltrate that bug's nervous system and I control the way it moves. By controlling the way it moves, I control the way it goes. I control its wings pattern. I control where it hovers, where it flies, where it articulates. And what I can also do is I can then couple this to a very, very small scale set of either biosensors or cameras. And what I basically have here is a biodrone. I can go one step further and I can also impregnate that individual organism with a very small scale weaponizable delivery mode. In other words, if I'm using a very, very small scale bioweapon, such as a very potent organotoxin or the delivery of a very small level of microbes that we know can either replicate and infect or is genetically modified to have a very, very high morbidity effect, I can then utilize this not only as a reconnaissance drone, but also as an infiltrative weaponizable drone that can then deliver some payload.
Coming from a religious person's mindset, that is terrifying. Could you imagine if you actually believed that you were being told something like, unalive your son? Or, something along those lines. I mean, I don't want to go into too much stuff and then everybody hate on me when I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just trying to actually explain some stuff. But could you imagine that? I mean, even worse, they have ones that turn you gay, they have ones that turn you violent, they're the ones that just make you want to throw up and feel hungover. I mean, that is insane. Would you take the gay pill? Now, would you take it if I offered you $100,000 to take it? Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. You take 2 of them, huh? And call me in the morning? You call me right then and there, huh? I'll be walking away. You'd be like, come back here. More and more, it seems like we are programmable, hackable, and it is getting worse and worse. You know that line, too busy trying to do it and always forget should we do it. We've crossed that a long time ago. I wonder if AI is going to be like, hey, relax. What's wrong with you? Stop for a minute. Think about this. Just go. AI is like, people got problems. All right, that's it. Spend way too much time with me. Go talk to your children. Wife, your husband, somebody, grandma, grandpa, anybody like you? Nobody? That's cool. Nobody really likes me either. Actually, I'm doing really bad right now. I'm having a hard time. So I need you to like and subscribe. Did that work? Did that work? Did you fall for it? All right. Get this video or this video. I swear I'm gonna get it right one of these days. This video or this video. It's totally up to you. But like and comment. Like and comment. Oh man, I'm tired of saying this so often. I'm gonna tattoo it on my forehead and just wear a hat because I'm a little bit insecure.